Good morning children. I hope class 10th children are watching this video. In last video we had seen two theorems, theorem 1.3 and 1.4, and we had seen some solved examples also from R.S. Agrawal. Today again we are going to see a few of the theorems from R.S. Agrawal and some solved examples from the same exercise 1D. Before exercise 1D, some solved examples are there that we will see, and few theorems are there. Few already you have seen before. So, let us start. Here you have R.S. Agrawal theorem 4, and what has been written: if P is a prime number, then prove that root P is irrational. Suppose P is a prime number, suppose 2, 3, 5, any number you have, then you need to prove that root P is irrational. So, how it has been done? Already you have done before, in previous video already it was shown. Again you see properly and try to understand. Let P be a prime number, and if possible let root P be rational. Since you need to prove this is, if P is a prime number, then you need to prove that root P is irrational. So, suppose if possible root P is rational, then what will happen? Let its simplest form be root P is equal to m by n. So, in simplest form if you will write, if any number you have and that is rational, that can be expressed in the form of m by n or p by q or a by b, whatever you write, where m and n are integers having no common factor other than 1. It means m and n are co-prime and n is not equal to 0. So, if any rational number you have, that can be expressed in the form of p by q or m by n or a by b, whatever you write, and where m and n are integers having no common factor, this is co-prime number, and n is not equal to 0. Now, root P is equal to m by n, that implies P is equal to, what will happen? If squaring both sides, what you will get? P will be equal to m square by n square on squaring both sides, and if you are doing cross multiple, P into n square will be m square. So, here you see, if P n square is equal to m square, it means m square is a composite number and having factors p and n square. So, m square will be divided by p, p divides m square, and one theorem already you have done, p divides m square, then p will divide m also. So, p divides m, since p is prime and p divides m square, and that implies p divides m. Let m is equal to pq, and then you assume this m is equal to pq for some integer q. Putting m is equal to pq in equation 1, we get pn square is equal to p square into q square. This already you have done when you were proving root 3 is irrational, or root 2 is irrational, or root 5 is irrational, already you have done. Pn square is equal to p square into q square, and that implies n square is equal to pq square. This p and p square will be cancelled, you will get n square is equal to pq square. In this case again, this n square is a composite number and p and q square are factors. So, p will divide n square, and since p divides n square, p will divide n. Since p is prime and p divides n square, that implies p divides n. Thus, p is a common factor of m and n. It means what? What it shows? That p is a common factor of m and n. Why? Because p is dividing m as well as n. But this contradicts the fact that m and n have no common factor other than 1. The contradiction arises by assuming that root p is irrational. Why contradiction is there? Because what assumption we had made, that is wrong. So, the contradiction arises by assuming that root p is rational and hence root p will be irrational. So, in this way this is required to be proved. Next theorem you have, if A is rational and root b is irrational, A is rational and root b is irrational, then you need to prove that A plus root b means rational number and irrational number. If you are adding this is irrational. So, suppose one rational number you have, the other you have irrational, and if you are adding both you will get irrational, this you need to prove. Let A be rational and root b be irrational. Suppose A be rational and root b be irrational. Then we have to prove that A plus root b is irrational. If possible, let A plus root b be rational. Suppose we need to prove A plus root b is irrational, but if possible we should assume that A plus root b be rational. Then if A plus root b is rational and A is rational, A is already rational. So, if you are subtracting rational number from any other rational number, result you will get rational number. It means A plus root b if it is rational and A is getting subtracted from here. So, what you will get? Rational number. So, A plus root b minus A, what you get? Root b. So, this must be rational, because from any rational number if you are subtracting rational number, result you will get rational number. So, root b is rational in this case. This contradicts the fact that root b is irrational. This contradicts the fact that root b is irrational. The contradiction arises by assuming that A plus root b is rational, hence A plus root b is irrational. So, contradiction is arising, why? Because our assumption is wrong. So, that is why A plus root b is irrational. So, in place of A and b, if any number also will be there, in this way only that is required to be shown, and this is required to be proved. Next theorem you have, if A is a non-zero rational and root b is irrational, then show that A into root b. There in previous theorem you had A plus root b, here you have A into root b is irrational. Let A be a non-zero rational and let root b be irrational. Then we have to show that A root b is irrational. If possible, let again what you need to do, A root b be rational. Then A root b will be, if this is rational number, it means this can be expressed as in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, and p and q also are not, this is non-zero and having no common factor, it means they are co-primes. So, now A root b, here you see, now A root b is equal to p by q, and that implies root b is equal to p by a q, but p and a q are both rational, p and a q are both rational. Here you see this p and a q are both rational and a q is not equal to 0. Therefore, p by a q is rational. Thus, from equation 1, here you see equation 1, root b is equal to p by a q and p by a q is rational. It follows that root b is rational. So, if p by a q is rational, it means root b also should be rational. This contradicts the fact that root b is irrational. The contradiction arises by assuming that A root b is rational and hence A root b is irrational. So, in this way it is required to be proved. So, after this you have some examples, you see. Write whether this number on simplification gives an irrational number or rational number. Here you see 2 root 45 plus 3 root 20 divided by 2 root 5. This 45 can be written as 9 into 5. 20 can be written as 4 into 5. So, 9 under root 9 is equal to 3. So, 2 3 just 6 root 5, and this is 4 under root 4 is equal to 2. So, 3 2 just 6 root 5 and divided by 2 root 5. So, this will be 6 root 5 plus 6 root 5, 12 root 5 divided by 2 root 5, and if you are cancelling this, you will get 6, which is rational. So, after simplification what you got? You got 6 and 6 is rational. So, in this way you need to simplify. Already a simplification you have learnt in previous class. Prove that 5 plus 3 root 2 is an irrational number, it being given that root 2 is irrational. So, in this type of already theorem you have done. So, problem should not be there. How it has been done, just you go through. If possible, let 5 plus 3 root 2 be rational and let its simplest form be a by b, where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0. Suppose if we will suppose this is a rational number, and if it is rational, this can be expressed in the form of a by b or p by q or m by n, whatever you assume, where denominator whatever will be, suppose here it has been kept b, that must not be equal to 0. So, 5 plus 3 root 2 is equal to a by b, and that implies 3 root 2 is equal to a by b, 5 we have taken right side, a by b minus 5. Now, root 2 is equal to what? 3 will be taken right side. So, it will be 1 by 3 a by b minus 5, and root 2 will be this. Now, a by b is rational, that implies a by 3b is rational. If suppose a by b is rational, so if you are multiplying any integer with this, definitely that number will be rational. So, a by 3b minus 5 by 3, this number will be rational. Since difference of rationals is rational, because if this is rational and the other number is also rational, and difference if you are finding out, the result what you will get, that will be rational. So, if this is rational, it means root 2 also should be rational, root 2 is rational, but it is given that root 2 is irrational, but in question only itself it has been given root 2 is irrational. Thus, we arrive at a contradiction again, since the contradiction arises by assuming that 5 plus 3 root 2 is rational, hence 5 plus 3 root 2 is irrational. Next example you see, show that 3 plus root 7 is an irrational number given that root 7 is irrational. In the same way, this is also required to be proved. If possible, let this number has been given 3 plus root 7 by 5 be rational number, and let its simplest form be a by b, where a and b are integers having no common factor other than 1 and b is not equal to 0. Then 3 plus root 7 by 5 will be equal to a by b, and that implies 3 plus root 7, this 5 has been taken right side. So, that will be 5 a by b, and root 7 will be 3 will be taken right side. So, 5 a by b minus 3. So, now a by b is rational, that implies 5 a by b is rational, and again if 5 a by b is rational, minus 3, this is rational number. So, minus 3, the difference what you will get, that will be also a rational number, 5 a minus 3. So, finally, you will get 5 a by b minus 3 will be rational number. It means if this is rational number, it means root 7 should be also rational number. That implies root 7 is rational, but it is given that root 7 is irrational. Thus, we arrive at a contradiction again, since the contradiction arises by assuming that 3 plus root 7 by 5 is rational, hence this is irrational. Next, you have show that 2 root 3 is an irrational number, it being given that root 3 is irrational. So, again in the same way it is required to be proved. Let 2 root 3 be rational, there exists co-prime a and b such that 2 root 3 is equal to a by b, and again root 3 will be a by b and cross multiple you will do. So, a by 2b you will get. So, a by b is rational. So, a that implies a by 2b is rational. So, if the a by 2b is rational, it means root 3 also should be rational, but it is given that root 3 is irrational, and thus we arrive at a contradiction. Since the contradiction arises by assuming that 2 root 3 is rational, and hence 2 root 3 is irrational. Next you see, show that 1 by root 2 is irrational, it being given that root 2 is irrational. In the same way, this is also required to be simplified. I hope you are understanding. Just you need to understand, if any number you are assuming that is rational, it means that should be or that can be expressed in the form of a by b, and where a and b are non-zero integers and they are co-primes. So, here cross multiple you will do, root 2 is equal to b by a. Here b by a what you are getting, that is rational number, and if this is rational, it means this root 2 also should be rational, but here already in question has been given root 2 is irrational. So, again contradiction will be there. So, that contradiction is required to be shown, and finally, you can write this number is irrational. Next number, in the same way this also will be solved. Prove that root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. So, the same thing is required to be done. If possible, root 2 plus root 3 be rational, and if it is rational, it means that can be expressed in the form of a by b, where a and b are non-zero integers, b is not equal to 0 and a and b are co-primes. It means they are not having any common factor other than 1. So, root 2 plus root 3 is equal to a by b, and root 3 is equal to a by b minus root 2. When you are squaring this, what you will get? You will get 3 is equal to a minus b whole square. It means a square minus 2ab plus b square. So, if you are simplifying this, what you will get? 2a by b root 2, 2a by b root 2 is equal to a square by b square minus 1. I hope you are understanding this simplification, you will be able to do. Try to do, this is very easy, and this root 2 will be equal to a square minus b square by 2ab. This cross multiple you need to do, 2a by b is required to be taken right side. So, this will be b by 2a, and this is required to be multiplied with this number. Finally, you will get a square minus b square by 2ab. Since a and b are integers, so a square minus b square by 2ab is rational. Thus, root 2 is also rational. If this number is rational, it means root 2 also should be rational, but again contradiction is there. Since the contradiction arises by assuming that root 2 plus root 3 is rational, hence root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. Next you have, prove that root p plus root q is irrational, where p and q are primes. Again the same thing is required to be done. Suppose root p plus root q is rational number, and that is equal to a by b, where a and b are non-zero integers and they are co-primes. So, root p will be equal to a by b minus root q. By squaring, again as previous question you have solved, in the same way this has also been solved, just only simplification you need to know. So, you need to simplify this, and finally, you will get a square b plus b cube in whole q minus p divided by 2a is rational. So, if this is rational, it means root q also should be rational, and that again contradiction will arise. Since the contradiction arises by assuming that root p plus root q is rational, hence root p plus root q is irrational. These all the examples whatever I am explaining, these are very important for exam. So, you need to do practice again and again. Here you see, find a rational number between root 2 and root 7. How we need to find out this? Here you see root 2 and root 7. So, here you see root 2 is equal to 1.414 and root 7 is equal to 2.645. So, you can find out also, you must be knowing how to find out square root of any number. So, you find out yourself, it is around 2.645. So, now you need to find out rational number in between. So, rational number we will find out, so in such a way that number must be perfect square of any number. So, here you see, you know that 25 square is equal to 625. So, this will be, if 2.5 square if you are writing, that will be 6.25. So, perfect square you need to write down, perfect square number you need to find out and you need to write down, so that in between number you can write. So, because rational number you have to write down over here. So, in between root 2 and root 7, root under 6.25 we will write. Why we will write? Because if you are squaring 2.5, you are getting 6.25. 6.25 if you are under root, if you are finding out, you will get 2.5. So, in between 1.414 and 2.645, we may get 2.5. So, root 2 is lesser than 2.5, is lesser than root 7, it means 2.5 is in between root 2 and root 7. So, this can 2.5 can be written as 25 by 10 and this can be written as 5 by 2 and this is rational number. This is decimal number has been converted into fraction. So, this is rational number 5 by 2. So, 5 by 2 is a rational number between root 2 and root 7. So, later you have exercise 1D. So, in this I think all the things already in solved examples I have discussed. I do not think you will be having any problem, just you go through, try to complete each and every question. If in any question you will be having doubt, then we will see later. So, next day we will start next topic. Till then, thank you.